President Houseplant China Joe, Executive Joe, whatever you want to call him, gave his first State of the Union yesterday, and it was long. It was very long. It was over an hour long. Was he given some type of dementia and speed medication? Who knows? Maybe. But what we do know is that it was long and boring. What I got out of it is that Biden wants to spend over $10 trillion a year, and, most importantly, white supremacy is the largest terroristic threat to America. But is it true? During the speech, Houseplant Joe said that white supremacy is terrorism and terrorism is the largest threat to America, which is fake news. The largest threat is China. But whatever, tomato, potato, am I right? Here's a clip.
And we won't ignore what our intelligence agencies have determined to be the most lethal terrorist threat to the homeland today. White supremacy is terrorism.
Before I give you my opinions and we go down a rabbit hole, here's a clip of Tim Scott with the Republican response. Check it out.
Kids are being taught that the color of their skin defines them again. And if they look a certain way, they're an oppressor. From colleges to corporations to our culture, people are making money and gaining power by pretending we haven't made any progress at all, by doubling down on the divisions we've worked so hard to heal. You know this stuff is wrong. Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country. It's backwards to fight discrimination with different types of discrimination. And it's wrong to try to use our painful past to dishonestly shut down debates in the present.
As expected, the tolerant anti-racist left called Tim Scott a coon and then Uncle Tom. Actually, they call him an Uncle Tim because they're just so clever. Here I thought that the left was trying to fight racism. Silly rabbit.
Silly rabbit? Twix are for kids.
You shall!
Hashtag stop Asian hate? I will tell you which group is actually in danger in America, but first I want to give you yet another example of the government treating black people as if they had no agency. The government is now trying to ban menthol cigarettes, mint cigarettes, Newports, and as we all know from watching one of the greatest shows ever, The Wire, black people love Newports.
You heard what the boy said? A box of Newport.
Seriously though, Newports are mostly smoked by the black community, and now President Houseplant's government wants to ban them. Why? Well, it's obvious. Black people don't know what they should and should not put into their own bodies. They're not smart enough for that, and they're also not smart enough to get IDs, right? No. But that's what the left will have you think. That's what Houseplant Joe will have you think. In reality, black people are just as capable as you, just as capable as me, and a lot more capable than Houseplant Joe. It is what it is. If Newports are banned, you know what's going to happen? There's going to be more confrontations between cops and black people. Is that what you want? Oh, never mind. You want to defund the police, so there's no... But if there's no police, who's going to enforce all these laws that you're making, or these executive orders? Who's going to enforce the ban of Newports? Oh, you haven't figured it out? We'll figure it out later? Oh, okay, I got you. Never mind. We'll figure it out later. The details. We'll figure out the details later. Gotcha. One of my favorite YouTubers, Anthony Brian Logan, black guy, shocking, I know, I'm such a white supremacist. He had a very funny tweet about the matter. Quote, "If you don't smoke Newports, you ain't black." FDA. Of course, that's a callback to Houseplant's statement. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Yeah, that's not racist. But now let's talk about the actual ethnic group in America who are receiving actual hate crimes. None of that Jussie Smollett, Bubba Watson, CNN fake news. Real hate crimes. And I don't know if I should be happy or sad about this. Let me explain. FBI data shows Jews are at least 3 times more likely to experience a hate crime in America than any other ethnic group. It's not black people. It's not trans women. It's Jews. I'm a Jew, so maybe I should be sad that I have a target on my back, that I'm in more danger than others. But maybe I should be happy because this means that I win the victimhood Olympics, right? Right? The woke can't come after me anymore and call me a white supremacist because I, a Latino, red-headed Jew, talk about minorities, have larger chances of being assaulted because of my identity than anybody else. Which means that with unlimited victimhood points, I win the Victimhood Olympics. Thank you for playing. Thank you. Bye-bye. The ironic thing here is that while the mainstream media will have you believe that the black people are the true victims everywhere, here, in this situation, it is mostly black people who are assaulting Jews. And I don't mean regular black people, I mean radical black people, followers of Louis Farrakhan, radical Muslims, or, even worse, members of the NFAC, who are a sect of the Black Hebrew Israelites, who are a group of black people who think they are the true Jews, and Jews, like me, are imposters and must be exterminated. The NFAC. Do you guys remember them? If you don't, here's a lovely clip of the lovely group.
Otherwise, you're going to fall back asleep. So I need y'all to agree with me. 4 weeks from today, we're going to come back here and we should have an answer, right? We are going to burn this motherfucker down.
Lovely people, lovely people. Another group of black Hebrew Israelites were responsible for the murder of 4 Jews last year in New Jersey. And that actually went wrong because they were trying to get into the school and shoot up the kids. Lovely people. Very lovely people. Our next story comes from France, and I know France is not in America, but hey, I wanted to share it. French judge quits after Muslim who threw a Jewish woman to her death from her balcony while screaming Allahu Akbar is let off because cannabis left him delusional. We all know the effects of the devil's lettuce. That was not one of them. That man should rot in prison, if not have his life taken away from him, and I'm glad that that judge quit. If only we had judges with those kind of balls here in America. That last story made me sick, and the details are even more sickening, which I won't tell you so I don't ruin your day. You're welcome. I guess you owe me a sub and a like now. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Now, when you see a woke person complaining and acting the victim, tell them to learn from the Jews who have been persecuted for thousands of years, have been murdered for thousands of years, and today are being murdered in Western civilizations like France and even in America. Yet are the Jews complaining? No, actually the opposite. They do quite well, and I suppose that's in part what drives the hatred. People have been trying to exterminate Jews for millennia. Yet, here I is. Learn. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter. Thank you for watching. See you next time.